I'm Michelle Fields for PJTV at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. Today, 2 federal immigration judges are speaking out about the courts. They say the computer system given to them by the Department of Justice is inadequate and that they are victims of the political whims of the Department of Justice.
Due to the crisis caused by the surge of unaccompanied children, serious focus has been placed on the immigration courts recently. And unfortunately, the picture revealed is not a pretty one. Despite our many accomplishments and the remarkable amount and quality of the work that's being done by immigration judges and by our staff, you see that the immigration judges are doing so many things. Most of us do not have bailiffs or clerks in the courtroom to maintain security, and we mark and archive the evidence we receive all by ourselves. Add to this picture the fact that there are only 227 field immigration judges located around the country, handling a docket which currently exceeds 375,000 pending cases.
As the recent surge of border crossings has brought more cases into the immigration court, the severe underfunding of these courts has been highlighted. The courts are dependent on the budget of a law enforcement agency that sees us as an afterthought at best. Their priority is funding their law enforcement officers and prosecutors. As Judge Marks has put it, the courts are relegated to the status of Cinderella, getting whatever is left over after the programs that the Department of Justice considers more important are funded. We know of one recent case where the department complaints about a judge's delay in issuing decisions in contested cases led to the suspension of that judge. The private attorneys and the respondents were never informed about this complaints or the disciplinary action. There's major funding issues. All of our computers crashed recently, and for a period of about 6 weeks, was it? Our mainframe, and I don't know the technical jargon, excuse me, but the main generators that ran our computers crashed, and for 6 weeks you could not get any data if you were calling in from the outside. We could not post new cases in the system. They had to be handwritten on dockets, and everybody had to be personally called. And we've never been given an explanation as to why that happened.
There is a solution, but it will not be quick and it will not be cheap. We must take this opportunity to look at the structural flaws that have allowed this crisis to impact the immigration courts so adversely. We must establish an independent immigration court under Article 1 of the Constitution. We need an independent court system which stands on its own to provide transparency to the American public as to what we do, how fast we do it, and what our funding needs are in order to meet the task.
What do you think is causing this overwhelming number of young people to cross the border this year? What is to account for the surge this year?
No one knows for sure. It does appear to be that there is a coalescence of factors, that there are a variety of reasons why these cases are coming, in part because of the horrible situation that many people in the northern triangle of Central America are experiencing because of lawlessness, because of the cartel violence and the gang violence. And there are historical reasons why people are coming, because we have a history of immigration, and there are many children that were left behind that are now coming to join their families.
Some are saying that it's because of the immigration laws that are laxed here, that they think they can come here and that they would become legal right away. Do you think that's the case?
No one knows for sure, and it may be a small component, and that's the reason why the immigration courts believe that every case should be heard in an appropriate time frame so that that possible factor can be eliminated as a draw. But that doesn't mean that you put the cases of juveniles at the front of an already crowded court and ignore the rest.
Reporting in Washington, D.C. for PJTV, I'm Michelle Fields. Thanks so much for watching.